Salud, mi gente, your boys coming through once again. And on today's video, we're going to talk about Thumpz. He has a YouTube channel or a fitness channel, right? I think it's more Instagram than YouTube. And he did an interview with the duo, the dad and son duo. They come from New York, you know. I believe they intrigued, they interested on the life of California. They have commented on the Bulldogs. They have interviewed Bulldogs. They have interviewed Southsiders. Oh, I don't know if they have interviewed Southsiders, but they have commented or do a reaction in Southsiders, North side, people from up north as well, right? And I believe they did a interview from the upstate Southsiders. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, right? And they're doing their film, interviewing people from the streets and stuff like that. You know, that are out there. Involving things and stuff like that. Well, I found the story of Thumper kind of interesting, right? Because I can find similarities to my story, right? So he did 15 years, something like that. I don't know when he got caught. He was a minor, or he was in his early teens, or late teens, I mean. But he was explaining how he came across an opposition, upstate Southsider, right? And this outsider was with his family. And he was trying to walk away. The Southsider was pushing on him and basically was saying, like, what's up, man? So then this guy pulled a gun and decided to shoot at him, right? I've seen people saying in the comment section that somebody who was, I think the daughter of that Southsider got hit as well, who was 10 at the time. I'm not here to confirm and deny that. I don't know. I do not know, right? But his story, that's what his story was. He hit that guy. His homeboy ended up being interviewed by the cops, gave his location, said who he was, and eventually he ended up getting busted, right? A lot of us have been through that situation, including myself, in where you commit a crime, and guess what happens? That person who was right there, who you consider your homeboy, your family, whatever your case might be, right? End up turning on you. Why? Because they end up opening their mouth, and there's going to be consequences for that, right? Somebody's going to call the cops. They're going to interview this guy, and this guy is going to spill the whole beans, man, with the chorizo, with the bacon, with everything, right? When you locked up, man, that goes through your head. You know, like, damn, I could have gotten away with it. You know, if it was for that guy who opened his mouth, I could have gotten away with it. You know, that's your belief. That's what you want to believe. Most of the time, it can happen, right? But nowadays, how it is right now, it's more difficult. There's more cameras. When he went to court, the opposition, I believe, went and testified against him, right? They gave him, I don't know, like 30-something years, 40-something years. I don't know what it is. He's out. I'm pretty sure he benefited from the youth offender program. When he go to board and actually they release him, right? Now, at that age of 30s, early 30s, he's out here with his trying to push the fitness, right? You want to continue what you're doing in prison, working out. A lot of people fall in love with that lifestyle, and they continue with that, and now they try to take advantage of that of it out here on the streets, right? Because a lot of people are into fitness, right? Especially right now, like a lot of people are more into fitness. Maybe I should start a channel of me getting in shape again, right? I think that would be hit. We get a special trainer and just upload videos at the gym. I think it would be a hit. But that's what he did, right? Now, that way he was describing what he did, right? The way he expressed himself. As for me, as I took it as he's still glorifying that life in a way. You know what I mean? I do understand that he's part of a gang, right? But you have to understand, man. You did what you did at an early age. Put in your time. You stayed through your right path, right? Never give in. You did what you had to do. You parole. Now, 30 years old. I think it's time to move from that same mentality. It's more about you did what you did. Now enjoy your life. There's no need for trying to prove yourself to nobody. Which I might be wrong. Don't quote me. I'm telling you, I might be wrong. But that's the vibe that I got. He seemed like a cool guy. I have met a lot of people from up north, and they have that same stilo. 100%, they have the same stilo, and it's like I do understand that they grew up in that lifestyle, but it has to come a point where now, as an adult, possibly I don't know if he has a daughter. He's gonna have a daughter coming, or a son or daughter, whatever the case might be, coming up, right? I don't know, because I've seen some pictures. But it's time to set that example, right? It is. I look, as a young person, I do understand that. Very quick to reaction. They trying to impress the next man. But now, once you did what you did, you went to the prison, you did what you did, and it still came out. I think it's time to change our mentality. All this, I do understand that it's for content purposes. You know, those guys from New York are seeking that type of content. You know, but man, the streets are gonna do their thing, regardless of what we put right here. You know, regardless of all the positivity, all of that stuff, regardless of that, the streets are gonna do their thing. You know, simple as that. But let's not contribute to that. Let's try to share our experiences and be like, nah, man, that was not that was not the right thing to do. Was it really worth it? Tell me, was it really worth it for a moment in where your ego got tested? And because of that, you didn't want to look like a coward. You pull out a gun and decide to shoot at another man. Get busted and go to prison for many years. Was it really worth it to miss your 20s on the streets? I'm telling you, based on my experience too, man. I miss all my 20s. I miss half of my 30s from the streets. I spent all that in prison. Was it really worth it? No, it was not. It was not. All for what? For the validation of the next man? It's not, man. I do understand that they're trying to push that the active Norteño, and it's all good, man. But spread the positivity. If you're gonna do the negativity, don't put it on camera. Do that thing on a DL. You know. I mean, we know what's up, but we don't have to put it on camera. We don't have to try to pump a story. Talk about it like we are glorifying that story. Yes, the body language, the expression, and how he expressed that story, how he pulled the gun and stuff like that. Like, it just shows you right there the mentality of certain people, you know. And I might be wrong. Again, I'm quoting. I might be wrong, but that's what I caught. I mean, as a viewer, and I'm pretty sure that a lot of people can agree with me. Like, that's what you see when you see this individual expressing about what he did at an early age that sent him to prison for a long time. And now, as an adult, he's coming out trying to make his life, trying to do trying to make that money, right? But I really feel like the message is not the same. I might be wrong, but that's what I got. Maybe express the positivity, man. Show the youth, even though they might not listen, that it's not worth it, man. That many years in prison is not worth it. Again, all we can do us who went in prison for a long ass time is say that the streets are gonna do their thing, right? You can't change that. The streets are gonna do their thing, but at least let's use these platforms to push that positivity, at least to balance things up. I mean, just to balance, instead of just seeing negative on the streets, negative on YouTube, man. Just trying to do that. Why not? You know, why not? That was just my opinion when it comes down to this. Glad that the homie got out. Glad that he has a family. Glad that he's doing good, man. And nothing but positive vibes, man. Hopefully, he excel in whatever he's doing, and keep up with the good work, man. Simple as that. But that's something that I caught, in my opinion, and I'm just talking about it, right? So, with this being said, we are out to next video. Gracias.